Are we going to talk about Shinigami?
Right to the liver. That's crazy.
There you go. Now back to the jab.
Those guys are heavyweights, man. That's 230
Dude,
pounds coming at you.
when someone kicks your stomach and it sounds like a gunshot, you need to reevaluate, dude.
That's not the stomach. That's the liver.
Today, I'm starting the podcast low energy. This is low energy German. I had a rough day at work, and I'm tired, and frankly, this is what you're getting today. And that's it.
You sound like, have you seen that black guy on TikTok that does the Karen voice?
1 second, you are not addressing the situation. You're moving on and you're trying to be all haha funny, all podcast guy, all jokes, haha commercial, red, white, and blue America, Trump. That's how you're being right now. But I'm feeling emotional. I'm feeling democratic. I'm feeling like I want to talk about my feelings. So address what's going on.
All right, so Anthony, we're gonna jump to you. How are you feeling today? How are you doing?
I'm great, man. None of that so far. So how are you?
I'm good, man. Today was a busy day as well, but I'm a man, so I don't get emotional about it.
Wow, he really has no energy.
No
No
response.
response.
All right.
Let's
Let's do the right thing.
again,
Let's do the right thing.
German, please.
German, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Talk about it.
Germania.
You work so hard. You try your best. You show up day in, day out. Clocking in, clocking out. Non-stop. And then I say, oh, I'm going to go to a podcast with my best friend and his special needs little brother. And nothing. No, how are you? No, are you okay? It's just acting. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is German Contreras. And that's a real tear. Tastes like success. All right? Welcome to Church Boys Podcast. I am your host, the magnificent German Contreras. To my left, as I previously stated, is my friend Dante's special needs little brother, Anthony Rios.
Peace.
And I will let you introduce yourself.
You just said my name. I'm Dante. You said my friend Dante's special needs little brother.
Yes, but you also require an introduction.
Yeah. What's up? I'm Dante. I'm chilling. We out here.
Getting insulted?
Yeah, I'm fine. You're the one getting insulted. So I'm cool.
That's what it is. That's what we come here for. Today you got it. Today you got hit. Got.
Is this piggybacking off of Shane Gillis using the R word on live TV?
No, I didn't. Did he do that?
Yeah.
No way.
I mean, they put Shane Gillis on SNL. Dude. Oh my God. What did you think was gonna happen?
Oh my God, he's a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, Anthony asked me earlier. He was like, "What's the theme of the podcast today?"
Okay.
There's no guest.
Uh-huh.
I said it's a surprise podcast.
Okay.
I know that I started off in tears, but let it not affect any of what we're going to be talking about today. I thought that today we could talk about something really cool. And actually, I have a few clips
Okay.
that are going to do a good job at determining, well, not determining, but that are going to do a good job at like letting you know what we're going to, it's a hint.
Okay.
If I can.
So you're going to try to lead us into it.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see what
Yes. All right. Maybe you can figure it out.
ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਕਾਬੂ ਕਰਨਾ ਇਹਦਾ ਮਿਰਜ਼ਾ ਨਸੀਰ ਬੇਗ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਿਰਜ਼ਾ ਨਦੀਮ ਬੇਗ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਿਰਜ਼ਾ ਨਈਮ ਬੇਗ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤਵੱਜੋ ਆਏ 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 ਹਾਏ 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 ਆਪ ਪਿਛੜੀ ਹੋਏ ਲੋ ਤੇਰੀ
you got. The effects budget for this video, dude.
Yeah.
We need to hire him.
Yeah.
That's like the Rey Mysterio of Indian wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely. Any guess yet? Do you know what we're doing?
Are we talking about UFC?
We're not talking about UFC.
Okay. Oh.
Spinning wheel.
Come on, you got it. Let's go, Mark. You got this. Hey!
Are we going to talk about violence?
Dude, his guard is so low. Man. You know the guy kicks. Why? Oh my God.
His arms are probably tired.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, post on the head. Post on the head. There you go.
Are we going to talk about Shinigami?
Right to the liver.
Hey, post
That's
on the head.
crazy.
Post on the head. There you go. Now back to the jab. One more time. Back to the jab. Hey, body kick.
Those guys are heavyweights, man. That's 200 like 30
Dude,
pounds coming at you.
when someone kicks your stomach and it sounds like a gunshot, you need to reevaluate, dude.
That's not the stomach. That's the liver. That's just that's bad.
My brother and I used to try to pull that backspinning move, dude. We invented that for sure.
Oh, dude, I know how to do it. I know you said you know how to do it. I know how to do it.
Like the backspinning punch thing?
Yeah. No, but I know how to do the kick.
No, I'm talking about the backspinning punch.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, me and
You
my
just
brother
go momentum.
invented that in our living room for sure.
Hitting your mom's
In
furniture.
one of our many wrestling matches. You know?
Okay.
One of the pay-per-views at home.
You know?
Any last minute guesses?
I don't know.
Violence in the workplace.
Absolutely. Who would win in a fight between you and me, Dante? And we're gonna have our boy Anthony weigh in here, professional third party, and let's break it down. Let's get into it. Let's get crazy.
Are we talking
Royal
street
Rumble.
fight or like set the parameters for the fight?
Okay,
first. I think
let's
that's
go.
important.
Let's go all three. Let's go all three.
Let me start. All right. I'm gonna start with weight. Okay. That's first.
But hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I like where you're headed,
All
right?
right.
But he said, "What are we discussing? We're talking street fight," and I said, "Let's do all three."
Okay.
We're doing, let's start, professional boxing match.
Boxing. No.
Professional boxing match. Then we do UFC MMA.
Okay.
All right. And then number 3, you killed my mom.
Oh wow.
I punched your baby. You know what I mean? Like bare knuckle brawl.
Yeah.
We're murder.
Right.
You
But
know?
no weapons.
No weapons.
Okay.
No weapons. Because weapons,
Right.
coward. It's not personal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, a knife is pretty personal.
Right. Yeah, but when you feel the life exit a man's throat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We've all been there before.
When you see the light fade.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Common experience for everybody.
When you really see the eyes roll back on a man's skull. Wow! There's no rush!
Dude, the baby's sleeping.
Wow. Nah, I think that's fine.
Yeah, no, but that's...
Yeah.
We've all been there.
We've all been there.
We've all been there.
We've all
Right.
experienced that, right?
Exactly.
As you all know in your daily lives.
Exactly. So yeah, let's break it down. Now you can go ahead and go where you were going.
All right. So, all right, let's start off with the boxing match, okay? So, gloves on. How much are you weighing, right?
On a
On a skinny day?
Is it a Monday?
Okay, you're not weight cutting. The pay-per-view is in about 2 hours.
Okay. I'm coming in at a lean 283. Lean, okay?
Okay.
Most of that is in the thighs. But yeah, 283. That's what I walk around at.
Okay.
I think
That's what I roll around at.
I think you could take Bradley Martin at that. That guy's
Okay.
definitely scared of you. And you, Dante?
174.
But a strong 174. A heavy 174. A heavy-fisted 174.
I'm strong.
All right, so break it down. What do you think?
What do I think? Okay, so I think it comes down to how many rounds there are
Right.
and the timing for each round,
Right.
right? Because
All right. So traditional boxing match is 12 rounds,
okay,
right? And I think it's like
2 minutes, right?
2 or 3 minutes
Yeah.
per round.
Right.
Yeah.
If we were professional athletes, exhibition matches, they'll do like 4 or 5 rounds. But we
The
want to
undercard.
Right. But we want to go.
distance.
We want to go the distance. We
Right.
want to do all 12 rounds.
Right.
Right.
Well, it's set up for 12 rounds. Would it go 12 rounds, right?
True. Right. So, what do you think? Just off the top, before we get to weigh in, go ahead and break down what you think would happen.
So I'm thinking it's a standard boxing, ring. There's a lot of space. Dante, he's a pretty agile and very fast guy. The only way I see him winning is if he stays out of the pocket from you. If he's not in your area where you're not making him uncomfortable. Because I don't know how good Dante is at boxing. Can he fight backhanded? Can he
Can he backpedal?
Exactly.
Right. Can he go around me?
Does he have footwork?
Does he use the space well?
Exactly. And that's where I don't know. So I'm going to give Dante the benefit of the doubt, and I think he does that well. But then I've seen you in Ultimate Frisbee, German. I've seen those outbursts of speed.
You see,
Do not be fooled by this guy. This guy he's there.
He's quick. He's quick.
He's a quick guy.
He may not be fast, but he's quick.
You've seen the footwork. You've seen the footwork.
So I'm just thinking, okay, like if German, what is your plan? Because for me, I envision you going for that big power shot.
Right.
You just want to end it right there.
Right. Okay. So let me paint the scenario for you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm coming out. Right. What's playing in the background? AC/DC. Highway to Hell. Okay. That's what's playing. I'm on a highway, and I come out. Or you know what? Actually, I just might go the Mike Tyson route, and I'm not even playing music. It's just something really weird and off-putting, like the sound of
Just guttural sounds.
yeah, like a man. I just recorded myself having diarrhea. You know what I mean? And it's just like it sounds like a bear mating.
What does that sound like?
It's like a wildebeest in heat.
It sounds like a sumo match. You know what I mean? It sounds like it's just
Sounds like German's fighting someone and he's losing.
fighting for my life. It's a lot of grunts. It's a lot of like, ooh, you're not gonna take me down this time. You're not gonna get me. It's a lot of that, and I'm coming out and I'm looking delicious. I'm going. A lot of boxers, they like to, they wear the fuzzy, the robes,
Yeah.
right? The robe, but then their trunks, they'll have their name, and some of them like the fuzzy,
Right.
Some like the leopard print.
The
You know what I
gladiator
mean?
ones.
The gladiator. That's not me.
Who are
Okay, I'm Speedo. I'm running a Speedo because I want to confuse the fighter. You know what I mean? Everything about me is tactical. They're freaked out because of 14 bears. In mid coitus. You know what I mean? That's what the sound they hear. You know what I mean? And then I'm coming in and I'm walking in like the Exorcist went down the stairs. You know what I'm not even walking. I'm backwards crab walk onto the stage.
Yeah.
You just killed 1/3 of your pay-per-views because those were children, and that's censored. Like
Good.
okay.
Parents, do not let your kids watch me murder a man live on pay-per-view. I'm coming in a tumble.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah, yeah. Macho madness. Okay, no, but yeah. So I'm coming in. I step on the stage, but you know what? That's enough. I feel like I've painted enough image. I come in. My plan for combat is to disorient and counterpunch. I'm a great counterpuncher, right? I'm in there. I'm using my body as an advantage, you know. Anytime that I can, I'm putting my body on him, right? But then when he gets overconfident, you know, I use that opportunity. I can take his punch, but he can't take my punch. You know what I mean? And so he's got to get in to hit me. So when he comes in, I use that opportunity to just like hit him with a good jab, right? I'm heavy-handed. So my jab is going to feel hard and it's going to wear on him. I'm not going to waste my gas tank right off the top.
I see.
By going in for a haymaker because he's fresh. He's going to dodge. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you're going to go I see you going Philly shell and just utilizing that jab.
Yeah.
Spamming.
Yeah. And I'm approaching it like Tyson, right? I'm not like trying to make myself small.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm coming in, bobbing and weaving like this. You know what I mean? Like I'm just getting in. I'm getting in. But also Mike Tyson's style is designed for like, you know, 3 round, 4. It's a peekaboo style. It's like it's supposed to end the fight quick because it's based on dodging and just like explosiveness. Obviously, I'm not Mike Tyson. I don't have that tank. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm in a forward stance and I'm just like really waiting for my opportunity to just leap, to just go for that knockout when I see him in the position that I want him. I got him in the corner. I got him in the ropes. You know what I mean? I'm moving around, closing the distance. That's the strategy.
Okay.
Yeah. So after witnessing German's entrance, I'm just trying to make it to round 3 because he's gonna run out of juice after that.
It's true.
Backwards crawling.
I'm out of breath before I get in the ring.
You know what I'm saying? You won half the fight for me already, dog. With that entrance.
Yeah.
Cardio done, dog. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're right. I've never seen 281 pounds, 283 pounds of pure bulk. Okay. Backwards crab walk for more than 4 steps. You know what I mean? It's a long ring.
Yeah. It's a long walking, dude. It's a long walking.
Your arms are gassed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lactic acid, dude.
Yeah.
Done.
That's what I'm saying. Just, if I make it to round 3, you're out. You're done. You're just like, all right, guys, let's.
Yeah. Can we take a break before we even start the fight?
How many timeouts do I get?
Yeah.
How many timeouts?
Do a few ad reads.
Let's go to commercial.
All right.
So my strategy definitely has to be to try to win on points, right? To win by decision, because I am gonna outlast him as far as like my cardio and my energy comes up, right? So I just my goal is for like the first maybe like 4 or 5 rounds just to not try to get it within his reach, right? So dance around, get a couple shots in so I can win the round,
Right.
You know, but I'm trying to definitely win on a judge's decision.
Win on points in terms of a boxing match.
A boxing match, right? We're talking about a boxing match. I'm just trying to win on a judge's decision. So I'm gonna dance around. I'm gonna move around whenever I can get in. It's a quick. It's not a. I'm not trying to throw any haymakers. Just a quick body shots and get right back out.
Tagging in, tagging out.
Get right back out.
Right.
And then just dance around. That would be my strategy for sure.
What are you thinking there?
I think Dante might take this one.
Because boxing is
right
a more athletic sport. It's more of a marathon more than a sprint.
It can be, yeah. Especially like, I mean, considering your guys' experience, you know, like you don't have like, I was about to say Francis Ngannou, but he just recently transitioned. You don't have like some crazy like Tyson power, right? Not that
not that you know of.
Not that I know of, and that's
not that you know of. And matter of fact, let me stop you right there because I just felt the rush of bloodlust overpower me. And for your safety, that sentence should end right then and there. Okay?
Right. I'll leave it.
Yeah. So first, don't look me up on the internet. You'll never talk to me again. The atrocities that I've committed before I met the Lord are vast. Okay. And let's leave it at that. Moving on to the next to the next sport. We're going into MMA, right?
Yeah. The gun.
Let me hear you out on that one too.
So MMA, there's a lot more to it.
A lot more.
I mean, there's just so many things you got to be like defending kicks, punches, takedowns, all those things. So it really comes down to, I wouldn't say like the striking aspect, but the takedown aspect. Because if I see, like for example, the only way I see Dante taking you down is if he has really good trips, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't see you going for a double leg on German I feel like he could just put his weight on you,
Right.
and that's it. He's on top of you, and he can do many from there. So that's the way I see it. You got to have like really good takedown.
Yeah.
Because I feel like German's takedown defense is just amazing because he's how many pounds? Like
283, he said.
okay,
283
so
pound.
100 more pounds. So
Right.
it's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard to fight that gravity. And he's a short man too. So that center of gravity.
And that being said, he has taken me down in the past, actually. That being said, though, I do think
I wish
he
we
does
had
have.
that video.
We do. It's somewhere. I know what you're talking
no,
about.
but I wish we had it ready to play.
Oh my God. We'll cue that in.
He has the ability to take me down if he catches me off guard,
Right.
which he has in the past. This man at a youth event where we were just having some fun with the kids,
I'm locked in always. I'm always locked in, dude.
mind you, I know this man for like 2 months at this
so
point.
you didn't know that about me. You
2
didn't know that I
months
was
of my
always locked in.
I also thought that there was the common decency of like at a kid's game.
No.
Someone who I know 2 months only.
Nothing is for fun.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, that happened. I know this man 2 months only, and I outsmart him. I will say this. I outsmart him.
That's not an outsmart because that was you were playing the odds.
This was the game. The game was we roll a dice, and if the dice, because it was just one dice, if the dice is even, then you have to sprint to the left and get the toy. And if it's odd, you have to sprint to the other side, right? I knew that Dante was quicker, and he actually called me out. He wanted to go against me.
Did that happen? I thought
He had the option to
wasn't
pick.
it like
You remember?
Okay.
He had the option to pick whoever he wanted to play against. He wanted to prove a point because I had beaten someone really athletic once again using my
Andy.
yeah.
yeah.
You remember how I beat Andy?
Because that was the first time you did the
it.
tactic.
You did it, and that's why.
Yeah.
That's how he ended up doing it because he knew about that. He knew.
Oh, he did the same tactic?
No. The reason he went for that trip was because he had an idea of what you would do.
Okay.
Right.
So let's explain what I did. So
Okay.
Andy is actually an athlete,
Right.
and he's even faster than Dante.
100%.
And I got paired up with him immediately, right? And so I was like, there's no shot I'm going to beat this guy. So as soon as they throw the dice, I just throw it in
shot.
I just throw it in the air and I'm like, it's a 50-50 chance that I'll be right. So I just sprint in one direction. And luckily, I won because that was before it landed. I was there. And so he was just waiting.
And Andy was also frozen as to what, like, he didn't know what happened.
What just happened? He's like,
He once it stopped rolling, I won.
Right.
Because I got the thing. And there was no rule against that.
Right.
So it was really smart. And I feel like that day the church knew that they were playing checkers and I was playing chess. And like 2 minutes after I did this, head pastor called me and said, German, we need you on the board. We need you. We need you on the financial board. We know that if you play a children's game this way, if you're able to see these things, we need you to run the church's finances. We need to be on the stock market. And then I said, have you heard about crypto? But anyways, so
Have you heard?
so
That church no longer exists.
they're bankrupt. They're bankrupt. I said, put your money on Luna. It's going to the moon. Pastor Jaime, Dogecoin.
it's not.
Yeah, it hasn't turned out. But anyway, so I did that to Andy, and then Andy was, oh my God, this guy he's a god. And then Dante seeing that, I think that's what fueled Dante to want to beat me, like seeing that I did a move like that, because he could have picked all the kids, but also I think that like he just didn't want to beat a kid.
Right. Yeah. That's whack. That's lame.
Okay, so there's that.
That's lame.
There's that. And so he wanted a rival, a worthy competitor. And so he picked me. So I said, okay, fine. And then he was my strat going into Dante, because I was like, okay, Dante, he's not as fast as Andy, but I can stall him. If I see the dice before he does, then I'll be good. So as soon as the dice was rolled, as I saw it coming to a complete stop, I got in his line of vision to blind him from where it was going. And then before it stopped rolling, I guesstimated where it was going to roll. So I started running in one direction, anticipating that it was going to be that. So I saw it a little bit and then I just ran. And so that tricked him. I thought it would trick him into like, oh, does he know? Does he not know? And then it stopped. And then he saw that I was running in the right direction. And so by the time that he is already on his way, I'm already too close and it's done. I sealed the deal. So I slowed down and I'm like, okay, I got it. And so as I'm touching it, like I literally touch it with my hands. I bend over to get it. I'm touching it. It's in my possession like this. Like this water, like this Coke bottle right here. I'm this. I make contact. I am rear-ended. My feet
tackled.
This man dove at the back of my knee and just straight tackled me. The reason why I didn't get hurt is because I landed on him. My butt was on his back, and I was like, what the? And I just couldn't believe that this man did this.
But I won. I got the thing.
He did win. He did win.
All right. In my defense, what was going to happen, right? Because in order to, since you had slowed down and everything and you were taking your time, in order to pick it up, you went wide stance to not have to to go. Right. So in my mind, I was just going to slide through the middle of your leg and grab I wasn't trying to tackle you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I never knew that.
I thought I was going to just be able to slide through.
The lore is being rewritten.
And grab it.
But that's not what happened. That's not what happened, dude. What part of your body hit my legs?
I'm pretty sure it's my shoulder. I'm pretty sure I thought, I can fit through there. And I couldn't.
That's not what happened. Yeah, no, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was absolute craziness.
So if we can get into that situation in the UFC ring.
Right. You had that dog in you is what this whole conversation is really about. Like you have the ability to, lock in and rise above, right? So it has to be a situation where I'm not dialed in, and then something happens and then you take advantage of that, you pounce on that. You see blood and then you go for it.
Right. I think in UFC, it would be a lot more difficult for me to win. I definitely give you the advantage because it doesn't lend itself to the sport itself doesn't lend itself to me running away from you.
Right. I'm also very flexible.
Right.
Very flexible. I got good kicks. My kicks are dynamic. My kicks are just out of this world. My kicks are.
I mean, the first time I saw you lift up your leg to kick, don't let him fool you. His leg gets up there.
Yeah.
He kicked me in the face, no problem.
Yeah, easy.
No problem.
Easy.
Yeah, and
you know this, right?
I don't.
You've never seen my kicks?
I know you did karate, but I've never seen the kick.
I never did the karate. I did taekwondo, the art of the dynamic kicking. It's an Olympic sport for kicking.
Like Joe Rogan, man.
Like Joe Rogan, dude.
You're basically Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
He reminds me of him. I tell him that all the time.
If Joe Rogan ate another person. Yeah. I'm Joe Rogan.
So I think the situation I would in is if I can if I can somehow put you in a disadvantageous situation. If I can trick you into getting behind you.
Right.
You get his back.
Right. If I get your back somehow.
Get my back. Yeah.
Which I can't see happening. I'm quicker than you, but you're also very quick. So I don't see a situation where I can get completely behind you like that without kicking you in the back of the leg and making you fall on a knee, something, which I don't know that I can do because your legs are so thick.
Yeah, look at my calves.
That
look at that. They can't see it, but you can see it.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
It's Hispanic genetics, man.
Yeah.
Crazy calves.
They look like tumors.
I don't think I could kick you down to a knee.
That's pure Coke Zero, man.
Yeah, bro. That's Coke Zero fueled. Okay, cool. So I would take that edge on MMA. I think what I would do is that I'd approach the fight and then I'd get close to you and I'd calf kick you to the end. You know, it's an easy kick to land. I just get close to you and I just make you just tap out because not that I would try to submit. You're not going to want to go on the ground with me. I know that for sure. Right. So If I am in the situation, yeah, I'm gonna go for a choke, you know. But that's probably not gonna happen because you're always gonna be running from me. So I'll just get close to you, get close to you as you try to circle around the map. I'll go towards you, and you'll waste more energy going around the map, around the map, like it's a game around the ring.
You got cage control.
Yeah. And then I'll have cage control, and then my whole strat is just gonna be kicking you right behind the knee, just so that I can try to hit that nerve, and repeat until you're done.
He has no power on the calf. He can't throw any punches. You can get in there.
Right. Once he has no, and then his leg is gonna hurt so much that it's like he's gonna want to fight. You know, that's all he can do.
Right. He can move around like he was.
And then that's it.
Okay.
That's the strat.
So I do give MMA to German in that.
Yeah. Now the big one, the one that really matters. The one
I'm 260 though.
I'm 260. Yeah.
The one that's most likely to happen.
yeah, realistically.
I mean, all of them very low likelihood, right? let's put that out there. German and I aren't out here street brawling,
but we're more likely to get into a death match than a UFC fight.
An organized, sport fight.
Yeah. So how does it go down? What happens?
Let's hear from the expert first.
Yeah.
This is okay. So it all depends about location. Because if you're in an enclosed space, I gotta give it to this guy because you got nowhere to go. You know, he's there. But if it's like a street fight, you have like any option to scratch, like his eye out, anything. So honestly, it's really on who wants it more, who wants to kill more.
Right. And he is bloodthirsty. Like he
fouls everything.
He
dude, this guy will win no matter what. Like he will foul you. He doesn't care if you're 5'6". If the winning means to something, he will punch you.
Yeah.
He will shove you. He does not care.
100%.
This guy,
if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
This guy grew up with a brother. He was definitely
an older brother.
Older brother.
Yeah.
So he had to survive. Yeah.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I here's the thing about a street fight, right? Like in that situation, emotions have taken over.
Right.
There's no strategy.
There's no strategy.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're just like it's just trading blows.
Right. But I'm gonna stay level-headed.
You think so? Like if it's to the point where we have like are fighting in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
You think you're still level-headed?
I think that like I am a person that like, I'm furious and I want to fight you, but I'm still in control because I have had some training in martial arts before and I'm going to default to what I know. So I'm immediately going to try to do to you what I've trained to do. And I'm not a deadly weapon. I'm no Joe Rogan, but I'm going to try to hit you like I know, like I've hit a body bag before.
Right.
Because I've spent hours on a body bag. Like even after I left, Taekwondo, I would train at UFC gym and I would just hit it. I know how to punch. I know how to extend my arm. You know what I mean? So I know how to do that and I'm going to do that, you know? So yeah, I'm going to be mad, but it's not going to be a blind rage where I'm going to just like, and try to go like that. You know what I mean? I'm mad and I want to fight you, but I'm going to try to hurt you. I'm not trying to not hurt you.
Right. Yeah.
I know what I know.
Yeah, for me, I would think I would just try to get in there.
And that's the number one thing you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Because immediately you do that, you have like 30 seconds?
30 seconds of what?
Like you have this 30 seconds of adrenaline.
Yeah, I mean, adrenaline just keeps carrying on. I'm sure he's gonna start feeling like ATP, like all that gassed out by like, yeah, exactly. It's like so you have this like burst of energy that overtakes you,
right?
And
And for like 45 seconds, you're like, but then what happens is that I dodge that, boom, 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 hit you one of those, and immediately your brain's like, what's happening? You know what I mean? It snaps you out of it, and that happens, and then it's like, now we have a serious problem. Now your brain's saying like, okay, let me calm down because I don't want to get hit again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's provided that I don't also, I'm like, you know what I mean? Because if it's a street fight and it's like an emotional thing and I don't get overtaken by my thought process, then I'm gonna like want to like pick you up and slam you, right? That's like what everyone always thinks about a body fight, like not a body fight, a street fight, right?
Right.
You always see that guy who just gets boom, yeah, what I mean. But we're talking about like we're both on the same page that we're fighting,
Right. That's what I'm saying. We've both gotten angry enough at each other.
exactly, like we're fighting, and so
I don't think emotions for either of us. But I don't think emotions are like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the second I get a clear thought, I'm gonna be like, why am I fighting? Like, what's going on?
He punched your baby.
You know, but even
you
then,
killed my mom.
like, I get a clear thought. I'll call. Hey, let's call the police. Let's call the boys in blue.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's
called
why
Manny.
And that's why you're not winning. I give this one to German.
Yeah, no, I'm coming for blood. And so here's what I'm gonna do, right? That fight starts, you kill my mom, I find out, I find you. I'm like, you're dead. And so I come to you and I'm just like, immediately I come in and I'm coming in closer personal. And so I'm just gonna I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna make you think that I'm gonna punch you, and immediately, boom, side kick to the ribs, right? Because I'm going like this. So your mind, you're thinking I'm going like this. So I might go like that, try to fake you out, and then like put the leg in it, right? Put the hip in. Now you're like, you know what I mean? Like,
dog, abs of steel. You broke your leg. Your leg is now broken.
I'd like to see that. I've never broken a bone in my life.
Shattered beyond recognition.
I have adamantium ribs. Yeah, sure. So I come in with that kick, right? And I'm like, you like that? You like that? And then you're like, please, German, let's settle this with the police. And I'm like, they can't save you. You know what I mean? And then I come in and then I'm like broken ribs. So you're just, then another punch down. Now you're on the floor, right? And then I get on you and I'm like, ground pound, right? Boom, bah, bah, bah. You know what I mean? And like you'll probably like dodge maybe one or two. And if I'm stupid, I'll break my wrist by hitting the floor. You know what I mean? But odds are, you know, I'll get in. You know what I mean? I'll get a few licks in. And then that's when I start having that realization, like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, it's not worth it. And then I was like, why did you do this? You know? I'm like, you were the chosen one. You know?
You're supposed to bring balance to the force.
Not destroy it. And then you say, and then
I hate.
I hate you. Yeah. And then that's it. And then my mom, and then we bury my mom.
Right. Together.
Together we bury my mom.
We just like very crippled, just like
yeah. Rain, you know. Dante,
it's a sad day for rain. It's not raining.
It's a sunny day. My mom's like,
Wow.
yeah.
Imagine
Nice weather.
Beautiful day.
She just pops out. She's in the corner. She's like, "Hey man, like this is a beautiful service."
What?
Never happened.
Like,
Anthony framed me.
Yeah, the whole thing was his orchestrate. Yeah.
I just wanted 3 exhibition fights. I wanted to. That was all a part of my plan.
Oh man.
Let's end this little podcast with a few more clips. I feel like
Wait.
we didn't get weird enough today.
Hold on. Before we do that, I think the listeners want to check in on Anthony's love life.
Oh,
After we gave him all this great advice.
I agree.
You know, I think they want to know. Anthony, what's going on?
Oh man, there's things that I haven't said. All right, I'm gonna just put it out there. There's no way this girl will ever watch this podcast unless I have a chance with her, and then she'll see this, and I'll probably be very embarrassed. But it's weird. It's weird.
Okay.
5 months ago, I had come out of surgery, started working again, and there was this new girl working next door.
She nursed him back to health.
Wow.
And I remember seeing her, but I was so low self-esteem because, like, I was working with one arm. So, like, I hated life at that moment. And I just, the only happiness I had were my gummy worms. So she's there, and, like, I'm like, dang, she's pretty, but I'm disabled, you know?
Yeah.
I'm disabled.
So, I don't know, like, after a month or so, like I just keep seeing this girl, and I'm like, dude, like I gotta talk to her. But it doesn't happen. Still doesn't happen. And then we have this podcast, and these guys are giving me great relationship advice. I talked to Donta, and believe it or not, that helped.
You learn how to talk to women through Donta.
I learned how to talk a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like that next week, I go next door to buy something, and the girl's there at the register, and there's a Spanish lady. And usually I'm not the one to talk or translate, right? She didn't know Spanish. And I out of nowhere, just instinct, just because I felt like it, I was like, oh, well, I don't want to say it in Spanish because I don't want to embarrass myself on podcast, but I was like, no tienes una cuenta, ¿quieres crear uno? Like that. I was
right.
Like,
ooh, smooth.
Yeah.
Offering the rewards account, dude.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
crazy.
And whatever, like the lady hands her a $10 bill. She thanks me, and I'm like, I actually thought she knew Spanish at first because she seems like a smart girl. Like that was pretty good. Like I thought it was like genuine, but I guess not.
Only smart girls know Spanish. Only smart girls know Spanish.
No, they know how to make it sound fluent.
Okay.
When they don't know Spanish.
Right.
So the lady comes back and claims that she gave the girl a 20 when it was a 10, and she's confronting the girl, and the girl's lost, and I'm like, there's like a whole line, and I'm just like, you gave her a 10. Like I'm not the one to confront. That's not me. But I'm like, I have to show out. I don't know if she actually gave her a 10 or a 20. But you're wrong today, lady. You're wrong.
Not for my beautiful little angel.
So I'm like, okay, so there's a chance she might have given the 20, but I think I saw a 10.
Yeah.
And luckily, the people behind me started like, yeah, I saw you give her a 10. Stop scamming. Poor lady. Maybe she did give a 20, and like this whole time we were wrong.
She goes home, she's like, why does everybody hate me?
It's like, she sees the podcast, like, I hate that kid.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. What a simp.
He doesn't know.
Simping.
No, I saw her give a 10. I'm going to be honest.
Okay, yeah, good. Then be honest.
But I'm saying there's a chance that I could have been wrong.
Right.
Just because I'm so, like, bedazzled by this girl. I'm just like,
Right. You're either a hero or a simp. Either one.
Not just that, but I'm like, like, I like, the girl's right there. So I'm like,
Right.
I'm not there fully.
Right.
Right.
So, yeah. Finally introduced myself. And I don't know. Like, I just want to talk to her more, but I'm at that stage where I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. I got you.
Wait, but that's the last thing that happened?
Yeah, just like, hey, I'm sorry, I haven't introduced myself. My name's Anthony, and she introduces herself. Really nice girl, really pretty.
Okay, so you gave her your name, she gave you her name.
Yes.
And that's where we're at today.
And then like I'll see you there. That's it. Like,
Okay.
like see you another time, or whatever.
All right.
Bye.
I got some advice for you. Now that you're on a first name basis with this girl that you like, right? You just go over there, you ask her for her number, and then you make her a little video, something really nice, something really light, something along the lines of this. Let me show it to you, okay? She's gonna love this.
We got an example. It's coming back.
See, you wanna make sure that she sees that you're different.
Dude, I am going to get a restraining order if I send her that.
Riz training. That's right.
Restrict.
This is gonna be you, dude. Look at this. She's like, oh man, he's so good at. Come on.
I'm gonna have to get a second opinion on that.
Dude, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. And
Showing her you can be a future father.
yeah, showing her that you have what it takes to be nurturing.
Mm-hmm.
That shows, that also you're fit because you're shirtless.
Right.
If you can get maybe you can buy like a wig and then like tear it down and kind of put it all over your chest, that because he's very hairy.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all bonus points.
Okay.
You know, if you don't like that one, okay, no problem, Anthony.
It's a little out of my comfort zone.
We got options.
We got options.
You got
We got
options?
options.
Okay.
We
That's
got
what this show's
options.
all about.
Yeah, we got options.
Options.
Yeah, you can just go ahead and maybe send her this one.
Oh, it's the same guy.
This one's even better.
I miss you.
Come on, man.
What is?
You know, that one's even better because it's topical, right? Last conversation that you had with her was, hey, you know, here's my number. We exchanged numbers, and now hey, thinking about you. You know,
Miss you.
It's beautiful. Is that still good enough?
Are you guys trying to arrange a marriage for me? Why are you trying to like stop me from talking to a girl? Like in a perfect sense, like that's not. I'm sorry, man. I'm.
So you mean you're not gonna use this advice?
These are all gold, man. These are gold.
I'm gonna have to think about it and pray on it.
All right, man.
As well you should.
I think you're gonna be fine, kid.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna be fine. You go ahead and listen. We got you here.
Right. Trust us.
Trust the process.
Okay. Oh, you know what? You know what? You guys are married men. I'm the single one.
Exactly.
You're right.
You don't think Rachel and Melissa got one of these? I did both of these things, and I was doing a handstand. It was incredible.
Okay.
Rachel was like, "This man is ambidextrous too. Like, this is incredible."
Gotta marry him right now.
Exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, that has been Church Boys Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in for the podcast where
we invite you to always be yourself because everyone else is taken.
That's right. Please go to www.patreon.com/churchboys and go ahead and subscribe to support good, wholesome content.
Yeah.
And keep tuning in to see if I get rejected and leave the podcast forever. Just isolate in my room because that's probably what's going to happen.
Good night.
What a downer.
If you ever say that again,